Hello traders! I hope you're doing good. Today is Friday and it's the last day of my morning forecasts, and I'm really proud that I've done all 5 of them, and it wasn't easy at all to get out of comfort zone and just to come here and tell you my view on the market, because there's so many traders, we trade all differently, and it was scary, but it was also like rewarding kind of for me, because I feel like I've done it. I stepped out of my comfort zone, I came here, did the forecast, I shared my forecast with you, and I was here up for judgment, and I feel good that it's done now. So I'm not going to repeat this next week. I'm going to definitely take a time off. I need to calm down a bit, and but it was fun, it was good, it was challenging, so I'm happy that I've done that. So before I go and do my last forecast of the week, I would like to answer some of your questions that you got to ask me on Instagram, and I'll go with the first question. I have them out in here in my book. And the first question was pre-market ritual. So what it is that I do pre-market before I start to trade. And I would say my morning before I do anything, I always pray. I always seek God. I always have a quiet time where I just sit down or pray, read a Bible, just have like a quiet time and meditate on a scripture. And I think it doesn't matter if you're like trading or whatever you're doing, like to have that quiet time in the morning, it's so important, and it sets your day right, and you just had the good start of the day. And that's, for me, it's really important. So it doesn't matter if I'm like trading, not trading, but what really sets my day is to have time with God. So that's my pre-market ritual, I would say, and a lot of water before as well, because it like wakes me up. And another tip, if you are drinking coffee in the morning, don't drink straight away. Drink a lot of water, and then it will help you to kind of wake up. There you go. A lot of questions about leverage. I do have a separate leverage video where you can go and see how I trade with 1 to 10 leverage with the fibers, because that's what they offer. And many people really don't understand how leverage works. And in most cases, unless you're a really heavy scalper and you like to risk a lot, in most cases 1 to 10, 1 to 25, 1 to 30 is enough to trade. So I personally don't have any effect on my trading. Like my personal account is 1 to 25. With MFF I do get 1 to 100, but I never use all of that leverage at one time. It's like completely unnecessary to have that leverage in there. It's just what it do. It can put you in a wrong place where you start to overtrade, you start to over risk, and you can actually, leverage allows you to do so, and then you can get in a kind of bad place. So leverage really doesn't affect me. And if you don't know how to calculate leverage, please go back and watch my video about it, because I really did try to explain. And if you still don't know and don't understand, you can always reach out to me or comment, and I will help you to calculate your leverage that you need to calculate. Then there was questions about 3 tips how to kind of combine parenthood and trading. Many asked how can I be a mum and a trader? And I think it all comes down to routine. You need to have a really good routine. If you don't have it, then you will be all over the place. Like even now, 2 of my kids are awake now, and they know that I'm filming, they know that I'm trading, they know that I do my forecast, so they're not going to come here in the office and they're not going to disturb. And don't get me wrong, it's not like they're abandoned. They know what to do in the mornings. They also have their own routine. So we've been all trained to wake up, make your beds, go do your breakfast, eat your breakfast, put your dishes away, go brush your teeth, read, have a quiet time. It's like you need to not only train yourself for that routine, you need to also train your children. So when you're all trained and when you all know what you need to do in the mornings or in afternoons, nighttime, doesn't matter, then it's much easier to connect all the things, really everything, you know, like it's easier to do the school runs, it's easier to do anything really. So you need. Then a lot of questions about just like my trading style, my trading strategy, like how I draw zones, how I do my entry confirmations and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do, I am going to record my screen, and then I'm going to show you how I am doing. So, and like while I'm doing my analysis, I'll just talk a little bit more about the trading style and the way I trade. That was a long intro, I'm sorry. Right, so I am going to record the screen right now. So this is a GU, my favorite pair for now. Actually, there was a question, which is my favorite pair. It used to be GJ all the time, but now it's GU, I would say. So this is GU, and what we are seeing right now here is 4-hour chart. And when I talk about zones, how do I do my zones? I don't go very specific, you know, like in an order block way, where I would say, you know, this is the order block in here, something like this. Here we go. So something like that. I don't go that specific. I just look where the price has been. You know, it's been in here, the wicks, another wick, in here as well. So this is my zone. And then what I do, I put a high, and that's like around that high, I'll put that zone as well. And I used to like even measure the pips. I would go like 20, 30 pips, but it's also depending on the range, because sometimes range is so big, so your zones will be bigger as well. So, and like even in here, like I see zone in here, and I think it also comes to the point where you just train your eye, and your eye can actually see those zones much better. Because obviously you could put many zones, like you could put even like zone in here, something like that, because there was touch in here. So, but it's like trying to find the biggest market structure, like the most important part, or even like where, how many times the price has been in that zone, like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's really important just to not to make your charts messy, because I am the person, if my charts have so much information on them, like if I would have indicators and text, and I would just get confused and I couldn't even focus at all. So for me, the less is more. So I try to really keep my charts very clean. And another question was even how to know what the trend, where the trend is going. I take the lows and I just look at the lows and highs. So in here, we can see that it's like consolidation in here. Okay, so this is like straight line. But if you zoom out and you look further up, then you can see that we are actually making a low. Then we broke this here, but we never broke the lower low. And it's just like, it's going up. And it's like, I know it's like so simple, but this is how you tell if the trend is going up or down. And then what you can do, you can even like go smaller. So let's say in here, the trend was bullish up to here. Then in here is a consolidation. Then we break, this is bearish. And now here, it's either like we're starting to get bullish or we are going to consolidate. We're going to do this, and then we can expect either going up or down. And for the major trend as well, you don't go on a like 5-minute chart and look at the major trend. No, you need to look at the higher time frame. So, and always to start your analysis, I think it's like top-down analysis. You just need to start with a higher time frame. So for today, for the GU, what I see is that we are getting bullish. So we did react from here. You can call this a liquidity grab. I already talked about it in my last video, or just a fake breakout. So the price pulled back, gave us bullish engulfing, and then we are starting to create that bullish structure. And now from here, from 4 hours, we can go to 15 minutes, and we can then see more clearer, like a clear picture what the price is actually doing. So I know that these are my 4-hour zones, and then what I can do when I go to 15 minutes, I see zone in here straight away, something like this. So, and what it tells me, actually I could have taken the trade in here, bullish trade, because that would be part of my strategy. It is respecting the zone, and it's given me bullish confirmation, the closure of the candle. I always wait for the closure of the candle, and then just targeting previous highs in here, or if we want to go, we can target like a swing trade, target even higher. But because today is Friday, I don't think I would target these highs anyway. So if I would enter the trade, all I would target is like an intraday, so the previous highs or previous lows, depending if you're buying or selling. So I think it also comes just really down to the practice, where we practice and just take a random chart, go back, scroll back quite a lot, and then just decide, okay, so now I'm going to start to see, okay, this, what was this in here? So if we look all over, we would say this is bearish, okay, because we are having highs, higher low, higher low, higher low, same in here, lows, then broken, again break, and here. So this is like bearish, but we can also zoom in and then we can say this. So this is consolidation because the price is going up and down. Then we have bullish, so price broke up, and then we have again bearish. So you could say that even this in here was consolidation. Then we have bearish market, then again consolidation in here, it's going bullish, then again bearish, bullish, consolidation with some probably news in here, again bullish, and then maybe like a fake, although there's quite a lot of pips in here, so, and then bearish. So this is what it's like, all about practice. You just need to train your eye. That's what I'm trying to say in here. So let's look at the GJ. GJ used to be my favorite pair, it still is, but it's just moving crazy. Like, look at this. I'll delete these zones in here. I think GJ these days is absolutely wild, and it can move so many pips in 15 minutes or even less. So this is our 15 minutes right now. So I was expecting for the price to go to these four hour zone in here and then to see reaction, but obviously price reacted before. Let me check if the GU is doing the same. GU is going up and GJ is going down. This is insane. It's probably because yen index is going up. So yeah, so GJ, crazy pair. So what we can expect now is what I would see. I wouldn't touch it though, because of this. I wouldn't get into the trade because you could see maybe bullishness from here because there is the zone. This is the 15 minutes though, this is not 4 hours. So even something like this, you know, there is a zone. So for me, if I would enter the trade, I would need like a bullish confirmation. I wouldn't jump on the trade like this. I used to have aggressive entries where I would just take it just because the price touched the zone, and I would like risk, like really lower my risk, and I would take a trade like right now. I would go just on a wick and let's say trade like in here. I would take it, but I don't think they work that well anymore. So I'm just like sticking to the trades that have confirmation, and confirmation in this case would be if we start to see price stopping first of all, so it's just calming down and then just giving us, printing us bullish candles and maybe like creating a pattern like a double bottom, and then I would see if I can buy and if it gives me a buy opportunity. But for now it looks like it's just gonna melt, so not touching GJ today at all. And then another pair that I like to trade is EU. EU also has been quite easy to trade. I think it's simply because it moves really well within the zones. Although I was confused on Monday and Tuesday, I did saw it bullish and I was expecting the price will come bullish from this zone, but then what happened, it just broke in here, and then we kind of had ugly up and down ping pongs. Price was just like doing nothing really. So what I am expecting, so this is 4 hour zone in here and this is 4 hour zone in here, so I am expecting more bullishness because overall the trend is bullish, we are going up. So what I am expecting is for the price to reach these highs in here, and if we go to 15 minutes, let's see if we actually had an entry that we could take. Yes, well, if I wanted to, I could have entered yesterday in here, because that was a good confirmation. Price was rejecting this 4 hour zone in here, and I could have taken either on this bullish candle, but that's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I could have even sold from here because that was 4 hour zone where the price broke and then retest and then sell up to here. So, and for now, I wouldn't take the trade because it never touched the zone. I would like for the trade to go into the zone, and even if I put like 15-minute zone in here, I would do something like this. Maybe here. So if I would count this as a zone, not clean enough for me. If I would count that as a zone, probably would be this. So it never really touched the zone and just shoot up, which is okay. Sometimes it happens. So, and speaking about it, another question was like the fear of missing out. Do I feel fear of missing out? Of course I do. I am a human and I have emotions. So of course I have the fears of missing out, fear of getting into the trade, a lot of fears. Don't want to share too much, but yes, I do have fears. But like today I'm okay because overall I had a good week. So I'm okay. I missed this trade, but I'm okay. So, and that's pretty much it. So I am expecting that price will go bullish, and for the next week as well, I think, because we are, if we look at the 4 hours again, we are bullish. So I'm expecting the price to take this zone out, retest, and then trade from here and buy and see if the price can come back to these highs. And that's it. It's another long video. I'm so sorry. I need to stop talking. But that's it. Thank you so much for those who watched all the videos all this week. I really appreciate it. I also appreciate your comments, your suggestions. Really means a lot to me. Take care, use proper risk management, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.